What's going on, everybody? Tobin here with you. Thanks for checking out the channel. If you guys could do me a solid, you guys like the content on this channel, could you please, it would mean a lot to me, go subscribe to the Porpoise Pod. Cost you nothing. It would mean a lot to me. For all the guys who check out this channel, would go a long way for me if you guys could go just subscribe to the Porpoise Pod. I'll put the link there. Use it whatever podcast platform you are on. And listen to it on your merry way. We got many episodes coming out each week. Getting ready for Dolphins and Ravens. Watched a little Thursday Night Football last night. It was highly entertaining. It was a highly entertaining matchup. Not the quarterback duel that everybody thought it was going to be, but I thought you had two really fun teams. Two teams that went back and forth. Monsters. I still can't believe what Derwin James did to Travis Kelce. That was that was insane. That was insane. But it was funny to see Justin Herbert because he throws the pick six and it goes 99 yards. And you got this gif of mine, or this meme of Tua just going, oof. It was from when he talked about when Robert Hunt went swimming with gators, and Tua's reaction to that was just woof. So I tweet out that meme yesterday, and the Dolphin fan loves it. I mean, they're soaking in Justin Herbert doing something terrible on national television, which, by the way, wasn't the story coming out of it, which is hilarious because if Tua Tagovailoa throws a pick six and it goes 99 yards the other way, I mean, not only is he getting mocked, he's probably being told you need to retire from football immediately. Like, you're banned from football if that were to be Tua Tagovailoa and that were to happen. And Justin Herbert, he blows the game for the Chargers, blows it. And I think their winning went from like 90% or 80%, something like that, to like 20%. And so then he's getting his ass kicked after that, just getting drubbed with big hit after big hit after big hit. It's holding his ribs. He can barely throw for the first down. And he throws this real piss whistle down the middle, right? And great throw, sets him up for a touchdown, get the backdoor cover. They can't get the onside kick. Game over. But ultimately, the game swung on his mistake. So he showed toughness. Good for him. And this Brandon Staley is there afterwards. He's like, oh, no quarterback can do what he can do. And he's the best quarterback. And I love this quarterback. It's like, dude, he lost you the game. Like, great. He showed unbelievable toughness. Cool. But also, he lost the game. And I know that if number one did that for the Miami Dolphins, we would not hear the end of it. And yet, Justin Herbert is getting a hero's welcome here today. So the Dolphin fan very much basked in that mistake. And I get so. It's tough that a guy like Justin Herbert, who, look, objectively, he is fun to watch. I like watching Justin Herbert play football, but it is what it is. Like, if you're the Dolphin fan, every time he does something bad, which is not often, it makes you feel a little bit better because you're like, okay, cool, maybe Tua can close the gap here. And that's just, I think, where everybody's at with it right now. Still hasn't been to the playoffs, so you're hoping that like Tua can beat him in the race there. And everybody's picking the Chargers. They're a darling pick, and I think they're a really good team, and they got a chance to do that because they look very well rounded. Mahomes is just a monster. Mahomes is just an absolute monster, and you had a couple of things happen yesterday. You had that the Herbert meltdown, but then you also had Tyreek out there, and he was saying good ball 15, and then I could have done fine with that. I could have done without Tyreek Hill giving me like the happy tears emoji, because it connotes longing, like you're out there and it's like if you put the crying tears emoji and you see a ball like that, it makes me feel like you missed that, and it's understandable to miss a guy like Patrick Mahomes. He's the best quarterback in the league. He's awesome. Okay. However, you went on an entire press tour this summer basically saying that Tua's your guy, most accurate, prettiest ball, all that stuff. Tyreek, you got to stick with it for more than a week, dude. You can't tweet out, good ball 15 with the longing, crying eyes emoji a week after your debut with Tua Tagovailoa. You can't do it, dude. You want to do that another week, maybe down the road, maybe after there's more Tua reps, maybe if you've got more of a repertoire. You got to hold back. And you could even say good ball 15. But you can't put the longing, crying eyes emoji. I could have done without that from Tyreek Hill. It put me it made me feel a certain way, and he was mocked relentlessly by Chiefs fans for that and that tweet, and everybody's saying, yeah, you're already in your feelings with the whole quarterback situation, are you? So another thing that annoyed me from Thursday Night Football was this Ryan Fitzpatrick bum. He got a headline. This is unbelievable. Got a headline in the New York Post today that says, Ryan brings the Fitz magic to Thursday Night Football. And he's got this purple Hawaiian shirt on. You know, he's a wacky guy. But don't ask him about water slides. He's a wacky guy. He's super fun. But don't you ever try and have a little jokey joke with him. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, was he amazing on television? Like, what did he say? Because I didn't watch the pregame coverage. I strictly went on kickoff. Boom, here we go to go. I'm not watching Ryan Fitzpatrick's pregame show. No thanks. But if I'm in a content business, I need to know if something was buzzworthy that was said. So if they're claiming he brings the Fitz magic to television, I'm assuming he's saying something interesting. And so I click on the article. Let me bring it up for you right now, everybody. New York Post, Fitzmagic. Let's Google that, mother bleep. Here we go. Ryan Fitzpatrick brings the Fitzmagic to Amazon's Thursday Night Football. Okay. So what did he do? Well, he's got on his purple Hawaiian shirt. He's got a big old smile with that stupid beard on. And it says in the article, Ryan Fitzpatrick's Thursday Night Football debut on Amazon Prime was hard to ignore. Wow. Must have said something impressive. Let's read. The retired quarterback showcased his loud personal styles on the streaming service's first ever TNF broadcast, going very casual with a purple Hawaiian shirt and his signature bushy beard. So, he didn't say anything. They're just saying because he wore a shirt, that's Fitzmagic. That's apparently Fitzmagic. I guess I brought the Fitzmagic every single Friday on my radio show for the last 7 years because I've been wearing the Hawaiian Vice shirt for the last 7 years, and yet this Ryan Fitzpatrick brought the Fitzmagic. I guess you can call me David. You can call me David Blaine. I'm a magician, apparently. You know, Tobin magic. That's what you can pull me. Hocus pocus. Let me pull a rabbit out of my ass. Ryan Fitzpatrick. God. We know that he hated on Tua this week, okay? Between, his comments on the Levitard show and pardon my take and, just belly aching, dude. Just belly aching to the nonstop. But now another charlatan has joined him in the ranks, and that one is Sean Payton. Sean Payton was on The Herd, and I think this was on Monday. So I missed this. I don't catch a lot of Colin's show. And he's one of the biggest Tua frauds out there, by the way, because Colin Cowherd can't make up his mind. He's like, I'm on Tua. He was in the Tua documentary. Then he was so off Tua. And then he was like, oh, Tua. And so, he's on both sides. His opinion is not valid on this. But I'll hear Sean Payton. And the reason I'm interested in Sean Payton for a couple of reasons. One, Teron Armstead on the Dolphins. Two, Drew Brees. A lot of similarities and comparisons made between Tua and Drew Brees. Drew Brees and Tua having a relationship right now. I'm interested. What does Sean Payton have to say? Sean Payton believes that the Dolphins, in his mind, are one of 8 teams that are going to play multiple quarterbacks this year. Not because of injury, he said. He believes that there'll be some kind of quarterback controversy in Miami. He believes Teddy Bridgewater is going to play for the Miami Dolphins. Now, Teddy Bridgewater, he acknowledged that's his guy. He loves him. He likes him as a personality, even though he didn't keep him around. He likes Teddy Bridgewater a lot. Here's the thing where I think is garbage from Sean Payton, okay? Because it's a couple of things. One, Sean Payton talking about the Miami Dolphins is a little bit of a weird thing, is it not? This guy was set up to be the Miami Dolphins head coach with Tom Brady in this entire tampering scheme. He had reportedly had a John Gruden $100 million offer to come to the Miami Dolphins before the Brian Flores lawsuit hit. I would assume that he still has good relationships down here. And why wouldn't he want the Miami Dolphins to be in disarray, to fail? Why would he not want to look at it with that kind of eye on the franchise? It's sour grapes, dude. Him and Ryan Fitzpatrick should both be shopping in the produce aisle, and they should both go over to the green grapes. That's sour. That's how I like it. Because when you're looking at the Dolphins in a situation where I was supposed to have that job with Tom Brady, you're going to look at it in a situation where you want that to fail because you probably want that to be the case next year. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, he's going to be the Cowboys coach. Well, maybe so, but the idea and the reports were that it was going to be the Dolphins. And also don't forget, With the Cowboys thing, not that I want Sean Payton because I'm over him, but Jerry Jones likes a coach he can push around, can bully a little bit. I don't know if he could do that with Sean Payton. He doesn't like a coach that has a bigger personality than him or thinks of himself as some kind of football god. Jerry Jones is the football god on his team. That's neither here nor there. But point is, I can't take his opinion seriously on this, even if everybody looks at him as a quarterback guru and a quarterback whisperer. First of all, you lucked into Drew Brees, okay? Just because the Dolphins doctor screwed it up, that's why you got him. So you got luck there. Rabbit's foot. Second of all, you told me a tight end was a franchise quarterback, okay? You told me Taysom Hill was going to be like God's gift to football. Didn't happen. And while, you respect the success that he's had, and he's had a lot of it, that's fine. I can't look at his opinion on Tua Tagovailoa or the Dolphins seriously because, of course, he wants to fail. He wants to take over here. He would probably wants Mike McDaniel to be a joke so he could swoop in and get his 9-figure contract now that he has the cloud of the Brian Flores lawsuit being away. That's exactly what he wants. So why the hell am I going to listen to his opinion on this? And certainly on that flippity-flop show that goes back and forth, wishy-washy, windshield wiper on Tua Tagovailoa and their opinions on him. And second of all, the Teddy Bridgewater thing, it might be fourth of all by now, but also of all, Teddy Bridgewater, beloved down here. Great dude in the community. It is amazing to have Teddy Bridgewater on the Miami Dolphins. Teddy Bridgewater, watched him in camp, boots on the ground. There is a very sound argument that he was the third best quarterback in camp. Maybe you want to say he's the second best quarterback on the team because of experience and that you have him as your backup and Skyler's learning the ropes and feeling all that stuff. But they thought enough of Skylar Thompson to say, we're going to keep this guy on the roster just in case. And maybe even if they get to a point where they'll trade Teddy Bridgewater because somebody else gets injured, they're not looking at Teddy Bridgewater and saying this guy will replace Tua at one point for performance. Maybe injury because, Tua has definitely had durability issues in his career. But Teddy Bridgewater, I'm going to have a hard time believing that Tua's performances get so bad that they have to go to Teddy Bridgewater, that it gets that ugly. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys, listen, my entire record is up here on the show. You guys can come back, mock me whenever you want, tweet at me, Instagram at me. You guys have the receipts right here. You guys are like the Jets coach. Keep these receipts. But I am not of the impression that Teddy Bridgewater is ever going to replace Tua because of performance. I just don't see it. He was not as good at him as him in camp. I don't think he was as good as Skylar Thompson in camp. Amazing to have him here in the community. Amazing homecoming. Amazing story. Not as good a quarterback. And so for Sean Payton to have that bias eye of he was going to have this job down here and then have the idea that, it's because I love Teddy Bridgewater. Dude, you're looking at this from Saint-colored glasses and a wacky perspective, and I can't take it seriously.